I thought I had the Playmates one to compare it to. Did I forget that? So this actually arrived about 7 weeks ago, back in August. I'm currently recording at the tail end of September. And so this arrived back around about my birthday. Nice little gift. I was one of the lucky 300 pre-orders that was chosen to get this Gorn immediately. That threw off my finances slightly, but you know what? Very pleased with that. I'm only getting into it now because, well, yeah, August was a very, very busy month for us, and yeah, oh my goodness, this. I've been waiting to do this, and I'm here now. Let's get into it. I'm so happy. Yeah, quickly. First 300 chosen were to get this immediately, I think it was. Every other pre-order beyond that gets it later in the year, or I think first quarter of next year. So you'll have to look that one up. But yeah, very excited. Whew. Let's get into it. Alrighty. As always, beautiful box from EXO-6. Premium level. Oh, when you get at a slight angle, it doesn't quite work, does it? Put that over there. Alright. How do we want to tackle this? You know what? Let's slice the bottom here. There we go. So, I broke my rule about only collecting the 1/6 scale Picards ages ago. So this was what was it? The Gorn are actually my favorite aliens from the original series. And so now this is actually my only, or my first TOS purchase from EXO-6. I don't have any of the other ones. I'm very much a TNG era sort of girly. Let's put that over there. Oh wow. The box it came in was already very big, but just looking at it here, I haven't even taken them out yet, and this looks gorgeous. Oh my, ooh, wow. Let's take that. Interestingly, this Gorn doesn't have plastic over the head. It had a bit of plastic covering the front, which came off with the front panel. Oh, okay, that's interesting. We're gonna have to do. Oh, the plastic wrapping the hands has gone underneath his forearm gauntlets. Yeah, look, if you're new around here, these videos are very much kind of set and forget type things. You can go make your dinner, put me on the background, and then kind of, you know, poke your head in every time something interesting might happen. Because we take it casually around here. You know, this isn't so much a review, this is me just kind of going through the backlog of purchases. Oh, interesting. There's some flesh colour underneath there on the wrist joint. Some human flesh colour. Human. There we go. Oh my goodness. I'll come back to that in a moment. Wow. Let's get him up to the close-up camera here. Bloody hell. Look at that. Nice big rubber monster. Big latex alien of the week. Speaking of rubber, picking him up for the very first time, it feels like you assume the original costume felt like. There's because there's some air in between the skin and the muscle underneath. What? I'm not sure you can see that. That's a head. That's a blank head underneath. I have to do this. My goodness. Yep, it's put on like a latex mask. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Alright. And it's a blank... Oh, where is it? There we go. It's a blank human head underneath, and that explains why I can feel like a human body underneath this muscle suit, because that's how it's built. Okay, I have not watched anyone else's videos or read anyone's reviews about this. I'm going into this straight blind, and yeah, it feels like a man in a rubber suit. Like, I was going to make comparisons to my Ninja Turtle costume, right? I've done a, let's say, a Jim Henson 1990s-esque style Ninja Turtle cosplay with the foam and rubber and liquid latex, and with the minor animatronic head on, and oh my goodness, just that's how this feels. I was going to make that comparison, but yeah, there's a reason why it feels like a man in a rubber suit, because that's what they've done. They've legitimately just done a man in a rubber suit. That is... that is my favourite thing right now. Oh my goodness, I am so glad I bought this. Alright, let's put the head back on, and let's see if we can get it back. Before I get too ahead of myself, EXO-6 have very handy video instructions on their YouTube channel. There's no instructions, there's no pamphlet that comes in the box. So they're very handy videos that tell you how to apply limbs, apply weapons, apply accessories, take off, parts of the costume, and how to take care of things like that. Specifics to that figure. I've not seen that, so I'm genuinely surprised. Right? I'm genuinely surprised right now. Why wasn't that? Sorry. I need to calm down. Sorry, I'm gonna need a drink. This is worth it just for that gag. That gag alone is worth it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's get into a few more of these things. The eyes, how it's all very kind of sparkly, sort of what's the insect eyes called? Like, are they compound eyes or something like that? The print on his tunic, it's very nice. I think I've seen one of the Real Housewives wear this outfit. Okay, sorry, just looking on the back. The outfit, yep, there's a zip for the back here. That is cool. I do wonder whether that's something they've had to make up, or whether that's something that comes from the original costume. I always go back to how awesome the costumes EXO-6 create, how difficult it is to reduce all that to 1/6 scale. But their replication process is just so amazing, because they get access to the original costumes, the original props, via various sources. I'm guessing. I'm admiring an original. I'm admiring a rubber suit monster. That's because let's put you there for the time being. Really nice. So I'm looking off to the screen. He looks amazing. That's nice. Alright. So what have we got here? We've got the usual set of alternate hands. We'll skip that for the time being. Ooh, okay, so this is interesting. I said before, this is my first TOS purchase. So I've never actually seen what one of these transporter pads looks like. Oh, very cool. So it's the original series pad. Alright, let's go. Yeah, again, does nothing for me. We're back to the crotch grabber because it's a guy. Huh, that's the assumption, really. So this was... Oh, again, fat fingers. This was the universal translator, was it not? Cool, very nice. I feel like it's more of a weapon from a civilized time. Or some shit like that, I don't remember the line. Yeah, anyway. You know what, I'm gonna get this thing so I can read what it actually says. These are... Oh, see, I didn't even read the back of the bloody box. It actually says on the back here, fully sculpted body oversuit, extra space, authentic to original costume. So yeah, they did it specifically to... They even advertise it. I think I pre-ordered this thing so quickly, I didn't even read the description on the website. I just went, okay, how much pre-order? When does the pre-order end by? 300... First 300 selected, blah blah blah, that's it. Yeah, I think I'm a little too complacent and overconfident with the quality from EXO-6, and I'm like, give it to me, right? That's probably dangerous. Gorn Universal Translator. Yep, that's what that one was. That is a stone dagger. I'm a unicorn. I mean, it's plastic, it's shiny plastic, but that looks nice. That looks nice and dangerous. Let's not get too distracted. Of course, there's an extra bit underneath. So let's sort that out. Alright, before we get to the stuff, the first thing I'm noticing, there is no autograph card. And yeah, there was that whole thing where I keep asking, what if the actor isn't alive anymore? Do we get an autograph card? And it's like, well, yeah, this actor probably isn't. Anyway. This is Kirk's bamboo cannon. That's quite nice. Cool. I don't know, that feels hefty as well. I'm thinking it might be solid resin in there. Strange. Things that fascinate me. I don't know why. And tree branch. Yay! Look at my premium museum grade tree branch. God, it's been so long since I've watched the episode. Someone hit someone with this, I guess. Right hand. Hold. Right hand that holds. Okay. Let's take you off of that. That always gets a little awkward. Put you over there for now. Okay. Actually, while we're doing this... Yep. That's where the rubber suit ends. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Oh, this is my favourite. This is my favourite now. That is so funny. I love it. While I'm struggling with this, I will say, yeah, my favourite alien from one of my favourite aliens from the original series. I saw what they did to him in Enterprise, or Star Trek Enterprise. Didn't work for me, but then again, I also understand the reason for that change. And it's like it doesn't bother me anymore. But then again, I haven't seen that episode. I haven't seen that show for a very long time. If I go back now, I probably feel better about it. Strange New Worlds, most recently, at time of recording, I recall not being that enthused with the major change, because they actually reminded me too much of the elites from, the armor, at least the spacesuit that Gorn was wearing reminded me too much of the elites from Halo. But then, as time went by, the stories were just really good, and also the way they were painting the Gorn to be really monstrous, and I kind of went, yeah, whatever bothers me about the major change, the story is actually really good. Yeah, so I'm not bothered, not that bothered by the Strange New Worlds major change. Yeah, the seam on the neck is going to get annoying if that moves too much. The collar, unfortunately, gets underneath the bottom of the rubber mask if you move it in the wrong direction. Right, there we go. Is that even the correct way he's supposed to be holding it? That is cool. One thing I had a thought about just now is it's a rubber suit. How well is this going to hold up over time? You know, is it going to deteriorate like my Ninja Turtle suit did? Or do I have to keep him in sort of museum pose just to avoid, permanent damage or wrinkles or anything like that? Like, I get to keep this for the rest of my times, but yeah, I do want it to last as long as possible, because those things are expensive. I'm loving this! I just discovered that I had him holding the universal translator upside down, because I'm an idiot. Well, that, and I kind of don't remember the Gorn's translator. I had a weird assumption that the Gorn's translator was the same as the one Kirk had, but apparently they were slightly different. Yeah, that's so cool. I was saying earlier how I was a little disappointed that I realised I don't have the 30cm, the 12-inch Playmates version of this Gorn, because again, my favourite TOS alien, and I never got around to buying him. I've got almost every other 12-inch Playmates toy from the 90s. There's a few of them on the shelf back there behind that stack of boxes. I got the Mugatu. It was last year, the year before, but I never got the Gorn. Would have been nice to compare. But yeah, this is so cool. This is my only TOS purchase. I'm not certain if I'll make any more, but then again, I've said similar things. Oh wait, technically speaking, I've got a pre-order for General Chang, but he's movies, so yeah, General Chang is one of my favourite Star Trek villains, played by the late Christopher Plummer, and so of course I pre-ordered him. But I don't know, if you want to split hairs, that's not the original series, that's the original movies. But God, I don't want to be that person. God, I love it. I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know what else to say. It's my favourite rubber monster from the original series. Imagine if someone did like a Godzilla like this. Has anyone done that? Like, imagine, like, one of the original Godzillas done in this manner with, like, a 1/6 scale figure, articulated figure inside a rubber suit. Has anyone done that? Go ahead. Take that idea. Someone do that. I'm not a huge Godzilla fan, but that might make me buy one. All right. There's not much else to go over. The usual detail, the usual stuff I talk about, the details and things. It looks fantastic. It looks amazing. It feels like an original costume. And yeah, goodness, I feel so very lucky to have gotten this as quickly, to be the first 300 to get one of these. And apologies for taking so long, but yeah, August was a bit of a shit show. This year has been so far. Anyway, got to get through these as quickly as I can. Thank you again so much for joining me on this ramble unboxing. Oh, beautiful. And yeah, please do all the usual nonsense. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Yeah, gorgeous. Alrighty, another one down. Catch you next time.